I didn't attack you.
You don't need to do
You're the
that.
one who cussed me out, dude.
Dude.
You're the one who started it, bro.
Look, so what? I'm sorry. So what? So
I'm
what?
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You gonna stop?
Yeah.
Hey, anyone else heard that in another audio clip? Sounds like my punk daddy, bro, when he's getting called out for the stuff he says. So what? So what? In fact, he kind of looks like this little Simpson person there whenever he does get called out for that stuff. So what? Just without the, crying. But that's how my dad be looking. Like, so what? So what? And that's it's like y'all got the same energy, like the same narcissist, like demon in you or something. I don't know what you want to call it. Narcissist, spirit, or mental illness, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah.
Called the double bind of balance, including love bombing, gaslighting, and various forms of emotional blackmail. I want to explore a particularly poisonous mind game called the double bind, which puts people in no-win situations. I'll be looking at examples of it in action and some different ways of dealing with it. A no-win manipulation could be defined as the act of putting targets in situations where all actions lead to a negative outcome. An example would be what's called a Kafka trap. In Kafka traps, targets are accused typically of some psychological flaw. When they deny the accusation, their denial is taken as evidence that the accusation is true. The possibility that the accusation is false is invalidly excluded. Targets of Kafka traps are only presented with losing options by their accuser. In fact, in many cases, targets do have positive options. One is to simply ignore their accusers. Another is to expose and mock this fallacious manipulation. With double binds, these options aren't available. A double bind is a very specific kind of no-win manipulation in which targets are presented with conflicting messages, each of which negates the other. In effect, they're told, do X and don't do X. When targets are playful, they might be criticized for never taking anything seriously. Then, when they're serious, they're told to stop being a drag and lighten up. The double message is be serious and don't be serious. Whatever the target chooses, the abuser responds with the other. Double binds occur in relationships where targets feel compelled to figure out what the manipulator wants and provide it. They feel unable to ignore the dilemma presented to them, which is what binds them in. They often feel unable to point out the injustice of the dilemma, because criticism leads to more negative consequences. And they're unable to consult the manipulator to help find a way out. Double binds can be extremely destructive psychologically. Targets of narcissists can tie themselves in knots trying to work out what the narcissist wants. But all the narcissist actually wants is to make the target fail. Through repeated experiences of failure, targets can end up in a state of learned helplessness, where they feel unable to control or change a situation. Making decisions can become increasingly difficult as targets start habitually questioning their own judgment. As they become more passive and compliant, the narcissist takes control.